Okay, sir. Um, just a moment. I'm
Yeah,
trying to switch on my camera.
right. I need some time to because I need to shift the laptop. So you also take that. I'll tell you when you're.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
One. Um, my name my name is Ananya Srivatsan, and my oral presentation this week will be covering another mystery of science, string theory, and what could possibly substitute as our hypothetical and our theoretical framework, or as many may also call it, it's the theory of everything. As I will be providing this in a simple and comprehensible approach, I will not be including any of the um, complex or computational mathematical subjects uh, behind this topic, as most of it, I, as well as I'm sure a few of you, I'm unable to understand either, due to the fact that this field of study is for dedicated philosophers and physicists who have been researching for many years. So first let's begin with pointing out the true definition of this theory of everything. It is a theoretical framework that could possibly explain all physical phenomena, events, forces, etc., etc. Through the ages, passionate researchers have been attempting to find such a model. Since the development of quantum mechanics, of which I've covered the nature of in a past presentation, and Albert Einstein's theory of relativity. So these building blocks of like modern and basic physics as we know them today, they're crucial in each corresponding area of inquiry. So quantum mechanics basically covers all the smaller aspects of our cosmos. So like all the subatomic particles and like all the particles and atoms and molecules. And Albert Einstein's theory of relativity, though, it covers the things that are at a larger scale in the cosmos. So it would it would kind of define gravity and how that works in our world. Um, right. But and they do this with impressive accuracy. But when you try to combine the natures of quantum mechanics or like the study of things at a molecular level and the theory of relativity, this framework fails. And therefore, to simply put it, the search for the theory of everything would be currently, but it would be a undiscovered way to combine quantum mechanics and the theory of everything in the theory of relativity in a way that includes the basic limits of our cosmos. So this includes spatial and time dimensions, forces, gravity, and time and space in general as well. As I've previously stated, physicists have been probing for this supposed combination of studies. Therefore, through the centuries, there have been multiple attempts. One of these potential candidates was the Standard Model, which had been entitled the theory of almost everything. So the theory, so, so the theory of almost everything was it was able to describe the interactions of all known subatomic particles, but only three out of the total four fundamental forces in nature. It could define electromagnetism and the weak and the strong nuclear forces, but unfortunately, it could not cover gravity. For all the great successes and pros of the Standard Model, it's not yet complete. This model doesn't explain why the Higgs field, And the Higgs field was used to, uh, it was identified to be a mass giver to other particles in an experiment in 2012. And the standard model, it doesn't explain why the Higgs field gives different particles different masses. In addition, this model has nothing to say about the dark energy and the dark matter that exists in our universe and that is basically like the jelly that holds our universe. And most strikingly, it leaves out one of nature's forces in its entirety, gravity, which is, of course, extremely important when making a theoretical framework for our universe. Some researchers have been trying, unsuccessfully, to add more fields that could solve problems of the standard model. And this is an idea entitled supersymmetry, but nothing has truly appeared to solve this case. So moving forward, we have another candidate for the theory of everything, and um, it was once thought to be string theory. You've most likely heard of string theory, um, either string theory or you've heard of the theory of almost everything, which was the standard model. But string theory is thought to be a more beneficial replacement for the standard model, for it actually includes the force of gravity. And if a version of string theory were found that held up in all contexts, it would technically serve as a single mathematical model for describing the nature of the universe, therefore making it a potentially perfect theory. So, what are a few of its central ideas? Well, for one, it includes strings and branes. And these strings and branes, they are the core concept, and they are what make up all of matter. And so these they kind of sort of replace quantum particles in a way, but truly they're just a replacement for quantum particles. So, but these strings are they're tiny strings that are identified by how they vibrate and how they loop. These one-dimensional strings come in two forms, open and closed strings. An open string has ends that don't connect, while a closed string forms a closed loop. Branes, which is derived from the word membrane, are sheet-like objects that strings can attach to at either end. And these branes, they are the ones that are capable of moving through space-time according to the rules of quantum mechanics. The second central idea would be is additional dimensions. In string theory, at least six additional dimensions are added, and these six dimensions are actually compacted into one shape, so you can't really like notice them very well, but they're there. And this shape is called a Calabi-Yau manifold. The third idea the third central idea is quantum gravity. String theory is a theory of quantum gravity because it attempts quantum physics with the theory of general relativity. So, while quantum mechanics covers the smaller things in the universe, as I mentioned, um, general relativity focuses on the larger objects. So, the fourth idea is supersymmetry, and it's also known as superstring theory. It describes the relationship between two types of particles, bosons and fermions. In superstring in supersymmetry string theory, a boson, or also known as a force particle, always has a counterpart fermion, or a matter particle, and therefore like vice versa, which is still a bit confusing, but they're counterparts of each other, so they are connected in a way. And this is the premise of supersymmetry, to put it simply. Of course, it's a lot more deeper than that. Um, but moving on to the final and the fifth central idea, unified forces. And string theorists believe they can use interacting strings to explain how the uh, the fundamental forces of nature, gravity, electromagnetism, strong and weak nuclear forces, um, and how they can create a unified theory of everything using these unified forces. While there are many advocates and theories for the theory of everything, the ones that I have mentioned, the standard model and string theory, they are two of the largest and the most popular and the most close to what we're aiming for. Perhaps we will one day find a better way to unify quantum mechanics and the theory of relativity, or incorporate other elements or forces or dimensions into the pre-existing ones. And this brings an end to my presentation. I hope you all enjoyed it. And thank you for listening. Thank you.
Fantastic presentation, Ananya. You hear me, Ananya?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, that was a fantastic presentation. I have got some 3 or 4 questions to be asked. Since you had been giving an extensive explanation about quantum mechanics and the unified force that you spoke as the fifth point, the fifth centric point, was a very interesting concept. Even I'm too much interested. Let me first of all ask you the first question, because all the millennial teenagers have got the same kind of the question. That is, the people who were born after 2001 and 2002. Now that includes everybody in this hall. Everybody is born only after 2002 here, including yourself. They are basically interested in core science. Core science, like quantum mechanics is something, and the atomic physics and the kind of the protons and neutrons that you spoke about are only the interested elements of MSc physics or biometrics, people who have inclination towards biometric knowledge. What is your opinion as a teenager that these people who have come across the way of generation of 2K, that is 2002, beyond 2002, they have got interest in core science concepts and they effortlessly win a lot of scholarships because of their excellence in science. Why do you think that has happened? It's a good thing. And why do you think, including you? Now, we had another US batch student. Um, his name is Tanishwaran. Tanishwar is currently in a break, and he might be joining us in back, again in September or so. And we got Siddharth, another person. Siddharth is Kiran's friend. You must also be knowing him. So these people have been giving a lot of presentations only in science. Why do you think you people are so much interested in science? That's my first question.
I would say, oh yeah. Can you hear me? Okay. I would say personally, I am interested in science because, um, well, it's like the building block of everything, right? It's like it's what created our universe. It's what we should study for the future. It's like, in my opinion, it's basically the future of our world. And of course, there are like many different aspects of science to consider. But I think looking like subatomic particles and stuff, they're very important to continue our like like to continue our technology like stride. Like in this modern era, technology is improving and we are finding out different ways to improve it quicker. And therefore, like looking at topics that we haven't um, looked into in the past very much. Of course, they have like many physicists and philosophers, they've looked into the study of particle physics and subatomic particles. Of course, that's how they were born. But doing more thorough research and like putting more time and effort into it, I think um, it's truly like going to help us in the future. And I think this is the opinions of many other people because, like, as I said before, we're looking into something that hasn't been very thoroughly looked into before. And I'm like, surely this will help with the future.
Okay, so that's pretty interesting. My next question is, people say everything is energy, and you have been speaking about uh, the presentation, and the presentation contained a lot of, the particle energy that you spoke about, the unified force that you spoke about. the atomic particles that you spoke about, everything is based upon the energy. So in the quantum mechanism concept, there is a theory that if energy is drawn, energy cannot be killed, energy can only be created, it can only be maximized. If energy is drawn from one place to the another, like for example, from one element to the another, there is a difference how energy can operate. Let's say, for example, if I take energy out of one atom, and if I use the same energy in a rocket machine, it can operate according to the rocket machine's capacity. But the same energy was present in an ordinary kind of a tiny atom. So this is a theory that energy can be maximized, and it can be taken like taking drop of water and creating ocean out of it. Energy is the only thing we can do something of that sort. This is a kind of a theory. Do you accept this theory? And if you are accepting, why you are accepting? And if you are not accepting, tell me why this is a fake theory.
So I would have to do more research about this because I haven't really understood it yet. This is new to me actually, but I I would say I don't think I accept it. Like it sounds too good to be true. Like maximizing energy, like taking the power of an atom and like making it fuel a rocket. Like I don't think it works like that. But I think it's possible, but I don't think it's like I don't think it can be used to maximize as much as you think it'd be able to. Like you can take the power of an atom to like maybe like push a wheelbarrow or something, but I don't think it'll be able to fuel a rocket. But I still need to learn about that. So,
Right. So I'm giving the mic to Mitra because she has a question.
okay.
Ananya, it was a very good presentation. So my
Thank
question
you.
is out of curiosity, that is, as you are too much interested in science, day to day you might come across various theories proposed by various scientists, like atomic theory, modern atomic theory, and modern periodic theory. There are a lot more theories like these. So during those times, when you come across to the theories, what would be your reaction? Because sometimes we won't be able to understand or believe the believe the concept that is given in the theory. Okay, so that's the basic thing that would happen sometimes. Like when you come across a new theory, you would either be not able to understand or you would not be able to believe that it was true. Okay, so basically, as you are interested in science, when you come across these types of theory, how would you react? Would you believe that, or how will you research more on that? Because today you presented about a theory which was very interesting. It must be out of your own interest to make a presentation on that in today's session. So what would be a reaction when you come across through those theories?
I would have to the research it a bit because like I wouldn't believe it immediately, of course. But if it came from like a true source, like a reliable source, and it the information is like it continues onto other sources as well, like they're all matching up and everything, then yes, I would believe it. And I would uh, if it's something I'm interested in, then like maybe I would continue going in a bit like more deep into it. Uh, yeah. Oh, hold on. There's something wrong with my internet. Okay, yeah, I think it's fixed. Okay.
Okay. Are you done with answering, or you are continuing to answer?
Oh, yeah, I think I'm done.
Sorry, I cut out in the middle, thinking that you finished answering. Do you want to continue, Ananya?
No, it's okay. I think I finished my answer.
All right. Okay. Any other questions you have? Right. So they have no more questions, and I really appreciate your presentation, Ananya. One thing I'll have to let you know, um, it's been a couple of classes since we have started my training system. Your presentation, the body language that you use, the positive body language and the warmth that you show while you are making the presentation has really, really improved. You have never been nervous when you are making presentation, but you have never been nervous. But right now, when you are making a video presentation or online presentation, you're more comfortable than the previous versions of your presentation, and that's a very good improvement that you're showing, because this is so very important to become a professional way of presenting. Like the professional way of presenting, having a positive body language, and being having holding the conceptual clarity are all so much important for today's kids in the school level, and you are really showing a lot of good job. Nice.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, so Ananya has finished her presentation, and Pratulia has asked for some more time for the presentation. So she says she will make the presentation on Tuesday. Kirtana has got one pending presentation on conquest of worry, so that can be done on Tuesday along with hers. Okay, any other things you want to add, Ananya, before we proceed on to the next one?
I think we can proceed along. I don't have anything to add.
Okay, okay, fine. Right. So we'll just take 2 minutes and can you set it up quickly? And you can keep this aside somewhere on that table.
If if you're in chance, if you're not able to become as a lawyer, you have some other reason in order to. There is an option. You should not become as a lawyer. As if you need to take another option, what would you like to do?
If I will study for lawyer, then I will study more general knowledge and knowledge about politics, and I would have many knowledge about more knowledge about politics and other general knowledge. So I will go to civil servant job like UPSC, because that is interconnection. They have interconnection between both.
Pratulia's question.
Your father is telling to go to Kerala, and your mother is not leaving you. Your mother is telling that you should stay here and you should see your business. But your father is telling that if you go to Kerala only, you will get a good job and you will become a big businessman, businesswoman in the future. So, what is your decision?
First, it depends on its situation. If I'll think of it. If I went to Kerala, what will be my profit? If I there in the same country like Tamil Nadu, what will be my profit? I'll calculate it. If profit is huge when I was went to Kerala, when I was go to Kerala, in the sense I'll go with, or I'll continue a business.
Okay, stop the time. Questioning between Mitra and Ananya, and Ananya is starting up.
Yes, sir, it is at the time.
No, it's okay.
Let's start, sir.
Ananya
Oh, sorry.
and Mitra. So, Ananya, you
Okay,
can
yeah. Okay, sir. Yes, so hypothetically your family is moving to, like, let's say just a new area. Your family is moving to a new area, um and you have to buy a house, but you have to like build your own house. So what are a few things you want your house to be? Like, what characteristics? Like, do you want it to be like one floor, two floored? Like, do you want it to have a backyard, like a garden? Like, characteristics. What kind of characteristics would your house want to have?
Basic characteristics is I'm personally interested in the various amenities that is present in a flat, like an apartment. So I want all those amenities to be present in my house, like a swimming pool, a garden, like a small activity space where you have all the things, like a small gym or the other playful activities you could have. And it should be a pleasant area. And even in the night times, if you want, you can spend. It should also be like a picnic spot where you can also play. You can also spend time, and you can also do gardening. So the basic amenities that is present in a flat or in an apartment, I'm expecting those to be present in my house.
Mitra to Ananya.
So Ananya, what do you prefer? Do you prefer reading books by having it in hand, like the hard copy, or using some other devices like Kindle Unlimited or like online form of PDF?
I prefer reading the books in person and like touching them because I think it adds a more like a real feel to them. Like it's realistic. It's um, like if you were reading on a Kindle, it's like one flat screen. You just have to swipe it, and it doesn't like feel realistic. Of course, it's like real. Like you can read the book, but it does. You don't like dive deep into it. Also, like just like uh although you can like change the text and size on like Kindles and stuff, um uh I think like books are more beneficial to the eye since you're not straining your eyes with screens.
355.
Ananya to Pratulya.
Oh, um say your family is adopting a pet. What kind of pet do you want it to be? Like a cat, dog, fish, and what would you name your pet?
Like to buy a snake because I like snakes and I will watch more videos on YouTube for snakes alone. I it lays egg and the catching of the snake baby, and I would like to buy python in that snake variety. I like an adventurous activity in those and all.
Pratulya to Ananya.
You have a 9 cent area in famous. No, you have a 9 cent area in an unfamous area, and you get a person came to you and they gave more money about the. You have got a profit on that land, so you have more money in your hand. What will you do with that money?
I couldn't hear the last part of the question. Sorry.
What will you do with that money?
What will I do with oh how much money is it?
Infinite.
It's a
Oh,
4 cents of land, 7 cents of land.
Nine.
It's a plot, Ananya. 9 cents of land. Let's say, for example, if it is in India. By the way, which is your hometown? Which is Srivatsan sir's hometown?
sorry, what? You're echoing. I can't.
Yeah, I'm not going. I know.
Yeah. Sorry.
I was asking, which is your hometown, Ananya?
In India?
In India.
Yes, I was born in Trichy.
Okay. What Pratulya is asking is, let's say, for example, if your dad, Srivatsan sir, has got 7 cents of a plot to be bought, and he gets rid of all the kind of roadblocks, and he manages to buy, sell, right? Sell or buy? Selling. Okay. So he sells the 7 cents of land for a decent amount of money, and you get a proper amount of money. Let's say, for example, in Trichy, currently, if I am right, the real estate numbers are 1 cent will be costing about 12 lakhs. So if it is going to be 7, it's close to about 85 lakhs or so. So what Pratulya is asking is, what will you do with that 85 lakhs?
With those 85 lakhs, I would want to maybe like donate to a charity maybe or like mm, or like help pay for like food and like try and like help pay for like my sister's education and with whatever money I have. And yes, donate to a charity and yes, that should be.
All right. Mitra to Kitana.
Monopoly or Pictureka?
In Monopoly, we'll take this as an example. In Monopoly, we'll just go with some lucks and we'll land in a place. But here, we'll doesn't have, if sir inserted this type of presentation, if there is no presentation present, it goes by rolling of dice and we'll see the place. But in Pictureka, we'll go with, we need to memorize the things and we should see the pictures, right? And it comes visualizing things and memorizing the things, right? So it gives some work to her, right?
Kirtana to Mitra.
So Mitra, you will think that you are a nature lover, and there is a group of people, around 4 to 5 people, that destroy trees around your place or your home, near your home. You have said your nearby officers that they are just destroying, but they didn't take an action. What would be a next step?
That's a fantastic question.
Thank you, sir.
So as I have already, let's take for an example, the person whom I have complained to is a PWD officer. Let's take the correct answer, Public Works
Public
Department.
welfare because. Correct.
So he is supposed to take an action. So I will have two solutions for this. Either by each time the person tries to deposit, that is, cut down the trees or destroy the trees, I would try replanting it using saplings, and I will take care of it. Or the other thing, even if they again come up, like for namesake, they're destroying for like deliberately, I have to take an action. Either like complaining, filing a complaint to the higher official than the Public Works Department officer, because when he or she is not able to take an action, I have to definitely take an action about that, because nowadays deforestation is a very dangerous situation, which it might lead to lots of endangering conditions in the future. So I have to definitely take an action or resample like afforestation.
Beautiful answer.
Thank you, sir.
Well, fantastic. Okay, so now my version of questioning. The question session continues, and most of you have done real good job. Yeah. So this particular questioning session is called as flip of the coin. I mean, flip side of the coin. Like I will be asking only 2 words, and you are supposed to answer in 1 word. So, like for example, if I'm asking questions to Ananya, pen or pencil, Ananya will say pen. Okay, 1 word, right? Okay, so idli or dosa, idli, right? So cycle or motorcycle. Like you triggered that activity by asking Pictureka or Monopoly. Yeah, it's not an activity. It is designed by now, right? So that's what is. So I will be asking as quick as possible, and you will have to answer as quick as possible. And you are not supposed to say, this is to stabilize your decision making. Sometimes persons like Kirtana, when you are asking something, they would say, I'm okay with anything. I don't believe that okay with anything is the right answer. You'll have to be crystal clear in deciding 1 out of 2. So that's what is going to happen. Okay. We will start with Ananya. Ready, Ananya? Or you would like to see somebody else and then come to your role? What do you want?
I'm okay with going first, sir.
Okay, right. I'll start with you. 3, 2. Island or ocean?
Island,
Tiger or lion?
tiger,
Plant or trees?
trees,
Bluetooth or wired elements?
Bluetooth,
Okay. Dress or earrings?
earrings,
On the ear earphone or in the ear earphone?
on the ear,
A luxurious car or a wonderful farmhouse?
farmhouse,
A written document or a digitalized machine?
digitalized,
USA or India?
India,
Okay. Running or swimming?
running,
Sleeping for a long time in the weekend or spending late night in the weekend?
spending late nights,
Going with 1 friend or going with 10 friends?
going with 10 friends,
Camera capturing the moment or living the moment?
living the moment,
Sandwich or hamburger?
sandwich,
Milk or lemonade?
lemonade,
Music in big speakers or music in the most affluent headphones?
music and speakers,
Okay. Mom, dad?
uh, mom,
Okay,
I that's a hard question.
right. Lucky Tuesday or Effort Friday?
Effort Friday.
Hmm. Last two questions. School on a government holiday or leave on a cultural fest day?
Leave on a cultural fest day.
Fest day, okay. MS evening sessions class or computer science class?
Computer science.
Computer science. What was the other choice, Ananya?
MS something was it?
My class? MS is my class. My class?
Oh, oh, I misheard that. I'm sorry. I misheard that. I heard like
Yeah.
I'm not sure like
My personal development class, computer science class. That's what I meant to ask.
oh, yes, then your class. I'm sorry. I misheard that.
All
That's
right.
like some like
Okay.
music. I heard music class.
No problem. No problem. Here, everybody knows what is the MS class. No problem. What did you learn from this? Like, what was the advantage of this particular questioning session? This you can answer in a lengthy way.
Okay. So like it helped me like uh it made me come up with the answers like quickly and effortlessly, and this made it a lot more simple to communicate and answer. So like it helped me realize that like sometimes the best answers don't need to be like long, like lengthy ones that like show every emotion. They can be like short and simple and like straight
Fabulous.
to the point.
Correct. Well done. Well done. So Ananya
Thank
has
you.
finished her task, and now I would like to continue with how much time do you think it went for Ananya's this single? I think it's 1.5 minutes or so. 2 minutes. So we'll have the same uniform timing for everybody. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
3 minutes.
No, we have a lot of things to complete.
Nine something.
So it's okay. We'll start. Um, so Ananya, I'm going to have the mic in hand back and forth so that you will get the audibility properly. In case you don't hear it, put your hand up. I will understand. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Now, who wants to take? Okay, right. We'll give it a chance. So it's for Kirtana. All right. Brinda or mom?
Moms.
Cricket or football?
Cricket.
Music or sleep?
Music.
Books or audio tape?
Books.
Friend's house or relative's house?
Friends' house.
Kavin Sandron or somebody in MS evening sessions?
Somebody never seen session, sir.
Yeah,
I never spend time with him.
Hmm.
He comes also, spend time with him.
Okay, right. Politics or sports?
Sports, sir.
Basketball or badminton?
Basketball.
Sandwich or modern traditional Tamil foods?
Modern traditional Tamil food. Yes, sir.
Okay. So the next one is learning bike or learning stitching?
Learning stitching.
Embroidery or meditation?
Embroidery.
Ilayaraja or A.R. Rahman?
A.R. Rahman.
Yes.
A military officer, Albert Einstein? Indian military officer or Albert Einstein? Helping. A pregnant lady, old lady?
All ladies.
Making decision and again helping. A school boy without parents or a wife without husband?
A schoolboy without parents.
College related. Library, canteen.
Library, sir.
Friends working for cultural fest, friends working for a good project in your field.
Friends working for culture.
Last two questions. Mathematics, Tamil Ilakkiyam.
Mathematics.
Speaking in English and speaking in complete Sangat Tamil in mother tongue in a very important organization.
Speaking in English.
Okay, good job. Fantastic. Very well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's go to Pratulya because we'll come to you last. Hope you understand. Pratulya? Slip test or sleep? Okay. Touring to dam and touring to a garden and plantation place. Water, blood. Cheetah or Black Panther? Cat, dog. One friend asking for help, 10 friends asking for coming to place and enjoy the weekend. Okay. SST subject, English grammar. Badminton and spending time with your farmhouse. Mom's advice, Mani and Sundaresan's advice.
Your advice.
Spending time with Mitra and Kirtana, spending time with your two members from the class. Science education, education about our tradition.
Science education.
As a lawyer, punish the real culprit or escape the innocent.
Punish the real culprit.
Okay, right. Going for a long walk or sleeping for a long time.
Going for a long walk.
Okay. Spending more money on makeup items or spending more money on traditional furniture. Okay. If there are 5 days completely free without academics, spend 5 days at home, spend 5 days going places. Okay. Last two questions. Early in the morning and studying towards the end of the day. Okay, right. Last question. A gold ring or an ancient antique on a very priceless way?
Ancient antique.
Okay, good job, Pratulya. Fantastic. Huh? Okay. Last but by no means the least, Mitra, who badly wanted to play, keep these pawns on the respective places, please. Okay, right. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm just processing. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Mathematics SST.
Mathematics.
Book, journal.
Book.
For protection. Nunchuck chain or just being along with someone. Workout or breathing exercise.
Workout.
Good mark and higher stature of study. Thoroughness in concept and survival.
Thoroughness in concept.
Okay. Spending just the same question that I asked to Pratulya. 10 days of leave, no academic work. Spending in your own terms or spending the time in travel.
Spending time in travel.
Bunch of children in a lonely place and a beautiful garden in a lonely place.
Bunch of children are lonely.
Okay. Tiger or cat?
Cat.
Okay. Spend Spending time with your grandmother, spending time with your friend's house.
Spending time with grandmother.
Right, okay. Ilayaraja, Anirudh Ravichandran. Going for a different, strange place and exploring things, or going to a temple and get a lot of blissful blessings.
Going to a temple and getting a lot of food.
Sandwich, traditional food.
Sandwich.
Milk, milkshake.
Milkshake.
Lemonade, or ordinary kind of rose milk or something, which is
Lemonade.
all right. Spending time with your kindergarten teacher and spending time with your high secondary teacher for a day. Time. Cricket or Coco?
Cricket.
Television or laptop?
Laptop.
Living 90s life or living the current modern traditional, current modern advanced life?
Living modern advanced life.
Visiting temple every week or going to a relative's house every week?
Going to relative's house every week.
Okay, right. Last question.
Sir, இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் கேளுங்க சார். மொத்தம் கொஞ்சம் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா கேட்டிங்க சார்.
Spending time with friends like Pratulya, Ananya, and Kirtana, or spending time with people who have got a long time misunderstanding and it has to be cleared out.
Choice number 1. Spending time with Kirtana, Pratulya, Ananya.
Having a wonderful breakfast in a voracious, hungry morning, or having a light lunch in the afternoon and having long hours of sleep.
Voracious breakfast.
Okay. Self-esteem related. My self-esteem will be up in dash and dash. My self-esteem will be up in dash and dash. I'm going to give you 2 choices. My self-esteem will be up when somebody else gives me the proper praise, or when I praise myself and when I motivate myself.
When I praise myself and motivate myself.
My self-confidence will be up dash and dash. My self-confidence will be up when I read books, when I watch inspirational things, or when I think about my accomplishing past.
When I think about my accomplishing past.
Last 2 questions. Monopoly or Pictureka?
Monopoly. In the Monopoly or Monopoly?
Okay, right. MS evening sessions 6 days. MS evening sessions 3 days.
MS evening session, if it is MS evening session 6 days.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Good job. Very well. Nice done.
Good job, everyone.
Ananya,
Thank you, Ananya.
okay, fine. So now
26 minutes.
total task time is 26 minutes. Let us come to இன்னொரு ரவுண்டா இதுவரைக்கும் நீங்க செஞ்ச ஒர்க்குக்கு வந்து ரிவார்டு பண்ணி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் Ananya 7.9 million and she gets 2.2 million in her profit.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome, Ananya. So Ananya's balance now is 10.1 million. Pratulya, current balance is 614. Pratulya also gets 2.2 million in her. 8.34 is your. So all of you have done really good job. So 2.2 common reward for everybody. 2.2 for Mitra as well. $2.2 for Kirtana 7. Yeah. 2.2 for Kirtana as well. So all 4 members have got. Sorry. Yeah. All 4 members have got 11.8. All 4 members have got their own incentives. Now, last round as per the game, and there will be a creative strategical thinking process. Okay, right? So this is the last round, the dice driven round. After that, it will be trainer driven round. Okay, how do you want? You want that to be immediately trainer driven round, or you would like to go for one last dice driven, one last dice driven, or you would like to continue with dice driven round?
Yes.
Huh? So you don't want trainer driven round.
Sir, okay, sir.
Go for it. Go for the dice. Eight.
Monopoly clues. Mine, sir. 250K, sir.
Okay, so Pratulya is paying the rent to Mitra. Pratulya is paying. Mitra is receiving.
250K, sir.
8 million. You also get 8 million. I don't know.
You'll have with this, sir. Maybe 775.
Next is Kirtana.
Three. Paris.
You buying? Paris.
3 million.
3 million. You're welcome. 3 million. $8.8. For Ananya, Kirtana will roll over. It's 5. No, 6. Sorry, 6. 2 million. Money added. Okay, so that comes, it's a bit profitable for everybody this time. Now, let's make some strategy game. You keep sleeping in this class. 12.1 million for Ananya. Okay, so let me check how far you people are making decisions. Now, Kirtana has got one red color. One green color. Mitra has got one purple, one blue, one,
Orange.
3 orange. And then, Pratulya has got 2 purple, 1 green, 1 yellow, and 1 white. And as similar as Pratulya, Ananya has got 1 green, 2 red, and 1 blue. This round is called as free will decision. Each player has got a choice. Since you have earned a reward, each player has got a choice to pick one card and own for themselves. Only one card, only one deed. So you can choose. Sorry? No, you'll spend your money. Instead of rolling the dice and having the probability of, or checking or waiting for the probability of coming and closing out, you're just making it on a simple basis. Okay? So let me make a board tour for Ananya in order to make her decide which one she wants. Yes. Any property, whichever is going to be bought. Sorry?
If it is owned also.
No. Not owned. Unengaged. You have to choose from unengaged. Okay? If two persons are looking for one, then there will be an option based upon your current balance.
Wait, sir, can you repeat the instructions? You cut out halfway through them.
Yeah. That's because of the mic that I have today. Sorry. You see, Ananya, I will make a boat tour for you. And here, Pratulya, Mitra, Kirtana have already made their mind up. So what you're supposed to do is, you can choose one particular place which you want to buy based upon the current situation. You have to take into consideration the current balance and the deeds that you have. Let's say, for example, uh, you're badly in need of a red color because you have two red color deeds. So you can call for it. Let's say, for example, if you're calling for a red color deed and Pratulya also wants it, then there will be an auction between you two or a gentleman negotiation between you two. If there is no one competing with you, you can definitely go for it. So that's what you're supposed to do. So
Can you go for oh sorry.
yeah. Please. What is it? Tell me.
Can you go for more than one deed at a time, or can you only aim for one?
Well, if you would like to go for more than one deed, then again, that depends upon the current capital that you have. Two deeds max and one deed minimum. Two deeds max. But the point is, it has to be an unengaged one, not already owned one. There are, I would like to read out for everybody what are all the unengaged ones. I'm starting from here. Paris has been bought. Belgrade is bought. Community chess. Cape Town is bought. Riga is still remaining.
Monopoly space is also not.
Monopoly space is remaining. Riga is remaining. Montreal is remaining. Gdynia is remaining. Taipei is remaining. Monopoly Rail. Yeah, Pratulya has it. Tokyo,
I have it.
Mitra has it. Barcelona.
Bought.
Yeah, Ananya has it. Athens,
Remaining.
it's still remaining. Istanbul bought. Solar Energy bought. Kyiv bought. Toronto bought. Rome.
Sir, Monopoly Air is yet to be bought.
Monopoly Air is yet to be bought. And
Rome bought.
Rome bought. Shanghai bought. Vancouver bought. Sydney bought. New York bought. London is still remaining. Sorry?
Not yet bought.
London is still remaining. Monopoly
Bought, sir.
Cruise bought. Beijing
No, sir, not yet bought. Sir.
remaining. Hong Kong.
Bought, sir.
Jerusalem is still remaining. So Jerusalem, Beijing still remaining. Athens still remaining. In brown, Gdynia, Taipei remaining. London remaining. Montreal, Riga remaining. And in public service, Monopoly Air and Space remaining. So you people have to choose within these.
Who are 150 people?
Let us first of all take the call and then we will decide. We will ask Ananya first, if you don't mind. Pratulya? Can we ask Ananya first? Right, Ananya? You can say whichever deed you want to buy.
London, sir.
That's the only thing that you have currently made up the mind with.
Yes, so far.
So far, Ananya has placed an order for London. Pratulya? Jerusalem and Beijing, Pratulya wants to buy. Okay, Mitra?
Montreal.
Mitra wants to buy Montreal. Montreal and Athens, Kirtana wants to buy. So let's finish the deal because there is only one clash, right? As far as Montreal is concerned, you both have to take a decision. But before that, whichever is available, we will sell it off. Now, first, let me close. Yeah.
I'll alone after completing with Montreal, I'll buy. I'll see the balance.
So finishing the deal of Ananya, Ananya has got 12 lakhs and she is buying London and London is 2.4 million. And here it's my responsibility to announce that Ananya becomes eligible to buy a house. So Ananya, if you would like to raise a house, New York, Sydney and London, if you are ready to pay 1.5 million, we can raise a house in either of these three places. Are you willing to buy a house?
Sorry, yes. What?
Are you buying the house now, Ananya?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Right. So build a house, please. In which place, Ananya? Sydney, New York, or London?
அது வந்து அவனுக்கு
London.
ஏன்னா ரெண்டு கார்டை விட ஏதோ ஒரு கார்டுல ரெண்ட் அதிகம்.
Obviously, she has asked for London, and London has got more rent. So, building a house in London, 1.5 million is deducted.
லண்டனா சார்?
So Ananya has bought London and she has put up a house in London. So this is your final commitment. This is your current commitment. London, a house has been built, and you have got
Okay.
8.2 in your hand. Ananya.
Can I auction? Can I like send an offer for another deed?
Which one? Which one you're thinking to buy?
Can I see all the available ones?
Ananya's wish is to get one more, so it's my responsibility to say. Public services, airport, a space, and in purple we have got Montreal and Riga. Montreal is been ordered already by Kirtana and Mitra. Taipei, Gdynia, they are basically very, very low in rate, only in case 600K and 600K and very, very less. Jerusalem and Beijing have already been ordered by Pratulya. Athens is ordered by Kirtana. So you will have to clash and you will have to go for an auction because knowingly or unknowingly, the other things have been ordered by somebody else. But still, you can make a call. Tell me which one you want. Riga, this Riga is something that nobody has sought after.
Okay.
You can ask questions. I would be able to answer them. Montreal, Mitra and Kirtana. But nobody has placed an order for this airport and space. So they both are available.
Can I buy Monopoly space?
Monopoly space. Monopoly
Yes.
space, the rate of Monopoly space is 2 million. Monopoly air, 2 million. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So final, Ananya?
Yes, sir.
All right. So Monopoly space has been bought. A house, London deed, and Monopoly space for Ananya now. 2 million, right? So after buying Monopoly space, you are left with a bank balance of 6.2 million.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, Ananya. All right, so now let's close the deal of Ananya. She has done. Now, coming to you. So there is no problem with Pratulya buying these two?
No problem.
Okay, so we will finish up. So put Jerusalem and Beijing together.
Sir, Beijing is 2.6 million and Jerusalem is 2.8 million.
2.6 and 2.8. So how much do I deduct? 2.8?
5.4.
2.8 plus 2.6. Yeah, 5.4. You have 8. So I'm deducting 5.4. Is it okay? 5.4 deducted from Pratulya, and both the deeds of Beijing and Jerusalem are sold to you. After this, we are going to take stock vote. You have got 3. Fantastic. So just like Ananya built a house, Beijing 1.5 million, and the rent will be 1.1 million. Hong Kong 1.5 million, and rent will be 1.1 million, 1.2 million. It's better to build a house in Jerusalem, and the house is 1.5 million. You got only 2.6, so I'll take 1.1, 1.5 out of it. If I take 1.5, you will be left with the balance of only 1.1 million. You have to make this. You're buying? Good. Okay. Direct a house, please. Pratulya becomes the owner of house in Jerusalem. and she erects a house in Jerusalem. And 1.1 is your balance. Let's see. Okay. Good job. So 3 members. Don't you have LOs?
No, sir, only
Red and green. Okay. Now coming to Kitana's trip, you wanted Athens. Okay, close the deal with Montreal. Montreal's
4 million.
4 million.
4. Oh my God, 4 million. What's your balance? What's your balance?
8.
7.2. $8.8. Auction starts 4. Mitra.
4.1.
4.2.
4.3.
4.5.
4.6.
4.7.
4.8.
4.9.
5.
5.1.
5.2.
5.3, sir.
5.5.
5. 6, sir.
Real close. You're buying one deed with 6 million.
So then I would like to buy another.
1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Another 2 deeds. Only 2 deeds are allowed for a person.
Yes, sir. 2 deeds. I'm not buying more.
You're not buying Montreal. So what is 6 million? 2.8 is your remaining balance.
Sir, 8 and
1.2
Kirtana buys the Athens also. It's 1.2 million. 1.6 is your total balance. Which one you want? Riga.
Sir, I'm buying the Riga and Monopoly.
Oh, you haven't bought anything.
No,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Which one you wanted to buy?
Sir, I wanted to buy Montreal alone, sir, but she has to put it. So I'm buying 3.5 Riga, sir, and Monopoly has 2 million, sir, 5.8.
5.5. Okay, after this, we are taking stock and we will see who has more net worth. How much? 5 point?
5, sir.
So, Ananya closed Monopoly space and London with house. Pratulia closed Jerusalem and Beijing and a house in Jerusalem. Kirtana closed with Montreal with higher bid rate and Athens with actual rate. And Mitra closed with Monopoly Air and Riga with the actual space. All right, so now we are going to take the stock. Fantastic. We don't have the scope of continuing the game as well because you have no balance and we have no dates and the time is also. Now, we'll first of all start with Ratulya. So, Ratulya, can somebody note down everything, please? Ratulya, you can also note down. Let's see how much strategical advantage you people are having by using your brain. Closing balance of Ratulya, 1.190. 1.190. All right, so the closed out cards will remain so that it'll be easy for you to back. Belgrade, 3 million. Toronto.
Sir, 1.6.
Toronto, 1.6 million. Kive,
Sir, 1.4 million.
1.4 million. No, it's okay. We'll do this. Much better. As a banker, it's my responsibility. So tell me the deeds one more time.
1.190.
So 1,900.
1,900 plus
3,000.
Akka, 1.190.
1,190. 1,190 plus
3,000.
3,000 plus
1,600.
1,600,
1,400.
1,400. That's what it's so far, right? Okay, so Monopoly Rail,
Rail 2 million.
2,000.
2,000.
Jerusalem, 2.8 million.
2,800.
2,800, and the house is 1.5. So 2,800 plus 1,500. Hong Kong, 2,600, right?
Yes. To Hong Kong, right, sir?
Yeah.
2.6. Correct.
Beijing is
2.6, sir.
2,600.
That's it.
And a community chest card that will take her away from,
J.
so that will not come into the thing. 18,690. You started the game with 15,000, that is 15 million. Now you have 18 million
690.
plus 690K. Okay, 18 million 690K.
And then Pratulya.
Good job, Pratulya. Nice strategical thinking. So you didn't fall short. Now let's go for, have you noted down, Pratulya?
Yes, sir.
18 assets. Let's go for Ananya's net worth. Ananya has got 6.290. That is 6,200.
290.
Yeah, 290. 6,290. So Ananya has got monopoly space, and that's monopoly
2
space.
million, sir. Sir,
Two-
all the public properties are
2 million, 2,000. And the next thing that Ananya owned was Cape Town. Cape Town is 3.2 million, 3,200. The next thing that she owned was London. London is
2.4 million plus house.
2,400 plus house is she spent 1.5 million in the house, so 1,500. And then she bought New York. New York is 2,200. And then she bought Sydney. How much?
2.2.
2,200 for Sydney. And then she bought Barcelona, and Barcelona
1 million.
1,000. Ananya finishes her game with 20 million and 790K.
Well done, Ananya.
Good job,
Well done,
Ananya.
Ananya.
20.
Okay, sir.
You're welcome. 2790 is Ananya's closing balance. Kitna. So Pratulya 18 plus, Ananya 20 plus. Kirtana's total balance is 1,680. 1,680. Deal close. And towards the end, she really made some good decisions. Wind energy is also 2 million, right? Wind energy,
So 1.5 million.
1,500.
1,500. And she got Paris at the last minute, 3,000. And she got Montreal
4 million.
4,000. And she got Athens
1.2 million.
1,200. Well, Kirtan unfortunately ends up with a loss. She started the game with 15 million, and she, besides buying Montreal with such a high bid rate, she has still ended up with 11,380. Out luck, Kirtana, but good try. Right. 11,380. Now it's for Mitra. Mitra's closing balance is 1.71790. Says close. The whole bunch of deed cards is with her. Monopoly Cruise 2000. 2000. Monopoly Air
2 million.
2000. Solar Energy
1.5.
1,500. Tokyo
Tokyo is
1,000. Shanghai
1.8 million.
1,800. Vancouver.
Sir, 2 million plus house.
Vancouver 2 million 2,000 plus 1 million house. Rome
Rome is 1.8 million.
1,800. Istanbul
Sir, 1.4 million.
1,400. Riga
Riga 3.5 million.
Mitra closes with 19,790. Now started the game with 15 million and she ended up with a profit of 19 million. So nobody has been bankrupt. So the game announces the loser only if the loser is bankrupt according to the game, but nobody is bankrupt. But Mitra and Ananya are both in top position, only about a few K of differences between both of them.
She's 20.79 sir and 19.79.
1,000, that is 1 million difference, right? So both are on the top, and Pratulya is hanging in the balance, and Kirtana is also hanging in the balance. Pratulya has got a little bit more, like 6,000, 6 million more than Kirtana, right? 18.6. Kirtana is with 11. So we cannot arrive at any conclusion, but the ranking, of course, both Mitra and Ananya are in the top rank, and Pratulya operative rank second, and Kirtana is still operative in third. But there is no loser as far as that is concerned. I'm really happy. Good decision making and good strategy making. Now, Ananya, can you come online? Switch on your camera, please, if you don't mind.
Oh, yes, sir.
One of the toppers in the billboard, you ended up with 20 million. So in this kind of a character development class, how do you think this game has been helping you out, and what is the benefit out of it?
I think this game has been helping me with my decision making because I'm a very indecisive person, but like practicing with just like a board game and a few questions, I think I've gotten more comfortable with answering questions quicker and I'm more comfortable with decision making now.
Actually, your well done got only after, before I unmuted.
Thank you.
Okay, so before I ask the same question to Mitra, Pratulya, and Kirtana, Ananya has been spending a lot of time in front of the screen, so let us relieve her. So Ananya, when is your next class? It's on Saturday, right?
Yes, the next Saturday.
Next Saturday. When is your vacation coming to an end?
My school is beginning August 10th. So yeah,
Okay,
vacation
all right.
will end then.
Right. Fine. So it's been close to a month of your attendance. It's been a month since you have joined. And I need to talk to your dad about your improvement. I'm very happy about your improvement, but I'm little curious that you should be practicing a mind exercise about which we will speak on coming Saturday because we don't have time today. Are you interested in meditation and mind exercises, kind of therapies and all that?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm comfortable with them.
Okay, so what I will do is, I have your mail ID. I will send a couple of video links to your mail ID. And before coming to Saturday, before
Oh, yeah.
next Saturday, I want you to just watch the videos and give me an opinion about it. And we will see the possibility of you starting working out on it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. All right. So well played, Ananya. It's been a wonderful presentation, and we will say our byes to it. See you next week, Ananya.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye, Ananya. Thank you. So, Pratulya, you tell me, how did this game?
Sir, first you gave us 15 minutes. That is a huge amount of time, sir. That in that case, we will have a fairness that the money set by a fee for some reason, and there will be over habits and we will make a mistake in that, sir. So this game helps us in how to use that money by profitably and how to use it for our uses.
Good. So basically, strategical decision making. Right. Keep it.
So this game starts with this, sir. This is where how to handle the money, sir. If someone or our parents give us a huge amount, how we can able to handle it and how we can able to spend it, sir.
Now, what we will do is, in the period of time, like we will be having our personal mentoring sessions. We will make a creative game out of it instead of rolling the dice. We'll make a creative game out of it. Maybe next time when we all regather, maybe on Tuesday when Pratulya comes, I will have a separate level of game. If you are free, can you slip test? So can we use your property on Tuesday, right? Okay. So on Tuesday, we will make an entirely different game. Mitra has already bought one more board game. That is, we bought it 1.5 years back. That's about cricket. So I will take those cards and I will take these cards and I will make a creative game. There, whichever deed you want to buy, you can buy. I will administer, and we will see more of your decision making skills with that. Okay. Yeah. You completed your answer? Yeah.
So this is a two things, sir. First one, how we can handle the money, sir. Then this gives us a creative thinking, sir. And then instant spontaneous thinking. So you have thought that, so we choose a particular thing, sir. That also helps us, sir. And if we give yesterday gave one sort of situation, sir, and we should say some sort of solution, sir. That situation you created is also instant, sir, and the solution we think is also instant, sir. This shows our instant thinking ability to improve.
Fantastic. Instant thinking is the right word. Yeah, you played really well along with your friends. Pratulya played, everybody, all of you played really well. Yes, this rolling the dice, just like in the life game, the wheel decides something. Here, the dice decides something. So next time onwards, let us not use this real Monopoly game. I will change in a different way. But still, you played well. So you played a couple of times, and yesterday you won against your mom and all that. So you become very proficient on this game. What is your understanding? And just like Pratulya, Kirtana, and Indian answer, what's your answer?
Sir, completely it is upon decision making and strategy. Sir. Unlike other games, sir, like if we take, it is exactly similar to business game. In business game, if we are not interested to buy a property, we just stop on the next turn comes upon, sir. But here, strategy thinking is very important because we cannot leave the property just as it is, because once you leave the property or once you refuse to buy the property, it goes on and off. And other person might get profited by getting it on a higher level of process. So here he owns it. So here strategy making and decision making plays an even more significant role than in the other games games that he has, out of all the games, including live games, this Monopoly required the strategy thinking is very much required for Monopoly because we have to make a lot of strategies. We should decide if we are buying or not, and especially the times of exchanging the property when the other people own the card of a color, like only one color, except brown and dark blue, sir, all the other colors have green numbers. So when a person other than you, when you are owning like two cards, and when another person is owning one card of the same color, sir, you have to be very careful when you are going on to the exchange, sir. Because when you are exchanging, you might also you won't be knowing that you are ending up in a loss, sir. So strategy making is and decision making is very important. Each decision that you make at every second of this game is very, very important.
Fantastic. Nice answer. And I'm really happy with the way you have done. So your next session is on Friday.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Friday. Right.
So maybe on Thursday.
Thursday.
Friday now. So Thursday I will.
We're cutting down a class on the schedule.
No, sir. It's completely preparatory for that.
Right.
Friday would be only for
I see. Okay. Right. Fine. Here are the dates.
Friday preparatory.
All right. So that's the end of today's session. And the next session will be on Tuesday. Yeah. So we will see CRS on Tuesday.